science lesson we are going to learn 8ED about air pollution. So here in this textbook there are some notes given which I have made it as a summary in this page. So here basically air pollution we can say that there are three things happening there. There's complete combustion, which is producing carbon dioxide, right? Carbon dioxide means all the carbon reacts fully with oxygen and producing carbon dioxide. Then there's incomplete combustion happening, producing carbon monoxide. Why it's producing carbon monoxide? Because there's not enough oxygen to react with the carbon there. So the fuel plus little oxygen will give out carbon monoxide. That means the carbon that reacts partly with oxygen. And then there's soot. Soot is the carbon which is not reacted with oxygen. And then there's some carbon dioxide, that is a carbon that reacts completely with oxygen. So those are three things that will be produced from this incomplete combustion. And then there are impurities in fuel. Now for example, hydrocarbons like petrol and diesel, they contain impurities, right? These impurities contain sulfur, and when it's oxidized, it's producing sulfur dioxide. Now sulfur dioxide is something that's causing acid rain, right? We will learn about acid rain in a little while, right? So when there's little oxygen, there's going to be lots of problems, right? What are the problems? Carbon monoxide, as it is poisonous, right? Then we have soot, which causes breathing problems or asthma. Then the carbon dioxide, although it's completely reacting with oxygen, this is causing global warming, right? So there are so many issues that comes with this, right? Next part, the other pollutants from the engines, you can say that with a high temperature, nitrogen and oxygen are reacting to form nitrogen oxides. We write it NOx because there are many, right? So many types of oxides, so we write them with a common group as NOx, so nitrogen oxides. What are the harms caused by these? These nitrogen oxides also causing acid rains, just like sulfur dioxide. Yes. And also it damages the plants and animals, right? These are the things you need to remember, right? Then there's another part you need to know about acid rain. So how acid rain is happening? Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, when they combine with water in the clouds, it's creating acid rain, right? What does it do? This acid rain is harming the plants, killing the fish, and damages the buildings. So how can you control these pollutants? Now these exhaust gases which are coming out from the vehicles, factories, power plants, they can be treated to reduce the pollution. Now in diesel vehicles, there is a filter to capture soot. Then now in these vehicles, you can see there's a catalyst converter. So catalyst means a substance that speeds up reactions. Remember, you must have learned this in biology. Catalysts are used to break down our food. The same way this is used to speed up the reactions of converting these or cleaning these gases, okay, the pollutants, right? So in the exhaust system of vehicles, there is a catalyst converter. So converter, remember it as a cleaner. It's going to clean it. What does it do? For carbon monoxide, it's giving more oxygen to produce carbon dioxide. That is one. Then the nitrogen oxides, it's helping them to, it's breaking it and separating it into nitrogen and oxygen. So these are the things that you need to remember about acid rain, pollutants, and all together about pollution. All right.
Yes.
Okay, now keeping these things in mind, let me explain the science, the textbook, what it says. Right, let's go through the note now. How can burning fuels cause pollution? When carbon burns in plenty of air, only carbon dioxide is formed. This is called complete combustion because all the carbon reacts as fully as it can with oxygen. However, if there is not enough oxygen, the carbon will undergo incomplete combustion. This can happen in vehicle engines. Incomplete combustion of carbon results in a mixture of products. So when there's incomplete combustion of carbon, the results are carbon dioxide gas from carbon that reacts completely with oxygen. Then there's another one, carbon monoxide gas from carbon that reacts partly with oxygen. Another one is soot particles which are made up of carbon that has not reacted with oxygen. Okay, there are two questions. Okay, before the questions, here see this picture A. Can you see the smoke?
Yes.
See exhaust gases and soot. So it's black color, right? These are pollutants. Right. Question 1. Name the carbon containing compounds produced by an engine in which there is incomplete combustion of a hydrocarbon fuel.
Is it diesel engine?
Name the carbon containing compounds produced by an engine in which there is incomplete combustion of a hydrocarbon fuel. I'll give you 30 seconds to find the answer. Yes.
Is it carbon monoxide?
Yes, carbon monoxide is one.
Soot?
Soot is one.
Carbon dioxide?
Carbon dioxide. Those are the three. So, can you write it down?
Yes.
Right, so for the first one, the answer is soot, which is carbon, then carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Those are the three things, carbon containing compounds produced by an engine. Okay, next question. Explain why the tractor in photo A is producing a lot of soot in its exhaust. Who can tell the answer?
Why is it
What kind of a combustion is happening there? Incomplete combustion. It's incomplete, right? We know in incomplete combustion only soot is produced, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and also soot, right? So here when you look at it, and in the picture it says that it's producing soot, right? Here are exhaust gases and soot. So what kind of a combustion is it? It's an incomplete combustion, right? So you can say incomplete combustion is occurring, and you must say what it is. Some of the carbon in the diesel fuel is not reacting with oxygen in the engine.
Should I copy that one what you have written?
Yes, you can copy it. Okay, so next part is hydrocarbon fuels such as petrol and diesel are containing impurities which are small amounts of other substances. These impurities also react in a very hot conditions in engines. For example, sulfur is a common impurity and is oxidized to form sulfur dioxide gas. Remember in the short note I gave you, it's mentioned there here. Sulfur is oxidized to form sulfur dioxide. Right. High engine temperatures also cause nitrogen and oxygen from the air to react and form several kinds of nitrogen oxide. That's why we write it as NOx. Remember?
Yes.
I told you we are writing like this. Because there can be many types of oxides. Right. Next one is many of the products of burning fuels in vehicle engines are pollutants. Most of the products are pollutants. This means they can harm living things and damage the environment. Right. Next, let's see this picture. What can you see when you look at this picture?
It's like foggy.
Yes. So here, see, pollutants from vehicle exhaust can form a hazy smog. It's a harmful mixture of particles and gases. So this is like a clear image of India, typical India. So India, there is a lot of air pollution happening. Sometimes it has effects in Sri Lanka as well, in Colombo side. Sometimes when you go, you can't see. It's like having fog, but it's not really fog. It's the hazy smog. Right, now let's see what is here. What is included in these? Carbon monoxide. This is poisonous and it can kill. Then carbon dioxide is linked to global warming and climate change. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are acidic gases that can cause acid rain. Soot particles can damage lungs and trigger asthma, a breathing problem. So see what a lot of things it can do. Mostly harmful things. Right. Now there is question 3. Write a word equation for the formation of sulfur dioxide in an engine. Can you write the word equation for that? Yes, who can give me the answer?
Sulfur plus oxygen
You can write sulfur plus oxygen
gives out sulfur dioxide.
gives,
Sulfur dioxide.
yeah, produce sulfur dioxide. This is the answer. Suggest an example of a nitrogen oxide and draw a diagram of it. What are the types of nitrogen oxides that we know? Right, so suggest an example of a nitrogen oxide and draw a diagram of it. How do you do it? What are the examples you can give? You can say nitrogen monoxide, nitrogen dioxide. These are two examples of nitrogen oxides. So how is nitrogen monoxide formed? You have to draw a diagram and show. There's a nitrogen atom and an oxygen atom. Nitrogen dioxide, how is it? How many nitrogen atoms are there?
2, 1,
One nitrogen atom and
oxygen.
2 oxygen atoms on the side. Nitrogen monoxide and nitrogen dioxide. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Right, then the next question it's asking explain. Can somebody read the question? Okay, I'll tell. Explain why vehicle engines produce nitrogen oxides. I have given this in that summary sheet what I gave also in the short notes. So nitrogen and oxygen from the car reacts together in what kind of conditions? Hot temperature inside the engine. You know, engines are getting heated. So
Yes.
when there's nitrogen impurities inside the fuel, it combines with oxygen in the air, and at high temperatures it's forming nitrogen oxides. Is it clear?
Yes.
So you can write down the answer there.